Welcome back to Lyrics Anything Goes. We got the freeze going on all over the country. Everybody's cold, no matter if you're in the deep south, East Coast, West Coast, Midwest. The winter freeze is on like Donkey Kong, so it is what it is. Anyways, today's word of the day is irrational because that's what the weather has been across the country the last 2 to 3 days. Very irrational. Stands for not endowed with reason, incoherent as from shock, illogical. And the reason why I chose this word today is because not only is the weather irrational because it's all over the place, it's flip-flopping like a politician. But we all have our moments when we become irrational. We're hard to deal with, especially when people are upset. Like I myself, if I know I'm ticked off and upset, I just need to be left alone, get to a calm and collective place, and come back especially if I'm upset with a particular individual, come back and have a reasonable conversation when I've calmed down. And a lot of people actually like to engage in conversations when they're very upset, and then they end up saying things that they later regret. That's why it's always in everyone's best interest to go all out of their way to try to engage with people when at their calmest and coolest moments, and not when they're at their most irate moments and things of that nature. That's why I think for anybody to be a great staff member at a hospital, police officer, they have to have great people skills that I don't have, and they have to have a lot of patience, which I don't have. Because you're in a position where you're going to deal with irrational people on a regular basis. So I have nothing but love and respect for people who are paramedics, fire department, police officers, people who work in the medical industry, any emergency services, heck, especially teachers nowadays, as bad as these freaking kids are, because this is the generation of, with the parents, and I'm going to say it even though I'm not a parent, but this is the generation of parents of, my kids are so sweet, they never do anything wrong generation. How dare you say anything bad to my kid? I'm from the generation of, you got your butt whooped when you talked out of line. You didn't engage in adult conversations. You said, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, no, thank you, yes, please, things of that nature. That's the generation I come from, But, it's a different world. Everybody wants to talk, do what they want to do, and it is what it is. So, and I leave it at that. But anyways, so today's quote of the day is by Dr. Dre. He says, when the ideas are coming, I don't stop until the ideas stop coming. That train doesn't come along all the time. And not only is that a very important thing to do, because like at my most, it's usually during the day between the hours of 10 o'clock and 3 o'clock when I have most of my creative juices. And that's why I like to do my regular days around this time. Number one. But number two, I'm in my office, so I'm alone. I don't have anybody around me except my dog, and he's knocked out asleep. So there's no distractions. When you're in an environment where there's a constant multitude of distractions, you can't be it. For some people, they can operate very well in chaos. Me, myself, I'm not the best. I need silence. I need concentration to be able to move forward in a decent and professional manner. But I remember listening to everybody who's ever done a recording session with Dr. Dre as a music artist. They always say, he's like, hey, I want you sober. I want you rested. You need to be hitting the gym up, exercising, all that good stuff. Don't come into my studio high. Don't come into my studio drunk. Don't come into my studio all sleepy and whatnot, because that means you're not focused, and that means your creative juices are not going to come out the way that they need to come out. And you're basically wasting my time. And for a person like him, time is money. For everybody, time should be money. But for a lot of people, they just want to party like rock stars every day and be broke as a joke. And, hey, it is what it is. And if you want to have that mindset, especially going forward in the United States, regardless who's in the White House, governor's house, or mayor's house, if you're not thinking about making money moves, if you're not thinking about investments, if you're not thinking about increasing your value and increasing your savings, then you're going to be screwed regardless who's in the White House, governor's house, or mayor's house. And that's the only election that matters to me personally, is the economic one. So on that note, do the great, deepy things, like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. As I always say, make money moves, or you're going to live like a fool. Take care.